Good morning, everyone. I'm super excited to be here this morning. I've got my, I'll tell you what I drink every morning. First drink of the morning is literally hot lemon water with Himalayan pink salt and apple cider vinegar. It's not the most delicious beverage, but it is the beverage I start out every day in my favorite mug. And so that's what I have. I commit myself to having at least 40 ounces of water in the morning before I have my hot tea. Hey, Courtney, so glad you're here. So, for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Michelle Lee. My company is Athena Rising Now, and I work with ambitious, visionary women to skyrocket their self-confidence and bust through their financial glass ceilings. Hey, Amanda, so happy to see you. So, no matter what level you're at in your finances, I help you bust through onto the next level. My clients range from having no business to creating a business and creating wealth to having an established business and busting through their income, no matter what level they're at. So new level, new devil is one of my favorite sayings. You know, we do find ourselves at an income ceiling. And so I've created this online show, Make More Money Now, and going live with you every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. And so today I really want to talk about 3 ways to increase your receptivity to money. Over my 2 decades of working with women, one of the biggest blocks they have is being receptive. And if you're not receptive in your life, you're certainly not going to be open and receptive to money. You can't block one thing and not block everything. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, is what you can do to open yourself to receiving. Biologically, we as women, we are created to be receptive. And that's in every area. We are wired for success. We are wired for infinite wealth. We are wired for financial freedom, but we are conditioned for failure. And so that's what I really want to talk to you about, is what this entire series is about, is getting clear and being able to be receptive, working through that conditioning, working through that programming to access your innate wiring. It's your birthright to be financially free. And when you are financially free, you are a blessing to the planet. You're living as an example. You're living as you have more to give, you have more to offer. It's, when your well is full, then from the overflow, you can give to others. So being receptive is key. So the first thing you can start doing today, and I'm going to give you homework on this, on being open to receive, is number 1, you're going to change your story around receiving. Women get hung up in thinking that if somebody is giving to me, I am a burden. I am a burden, right? So I want you to give up the idea that someone giving and you being open to receive that makes you a burden. So consider that you love to give. I know if you're watching this, you love to give. It feels so good to give and see somebody else's face light up, right? You love making a difference. When you don't allow somebody else to give to you, you're actually robbing them of that feeling. Okay? So there is a giving and a receiving. It is a cycle. Imagine it's just like breathing. You inhale, that is your receiving. You exhale. And as women, we're really trained we're programmed and conditioned to live on the exhale, to exhale only, to give only. And we cannot survive that way. We cannot survive that way. And when we're living on exhale only, we are robbing everybody around us because we have nothing truly to give. We're trying to give from an empty well. And when we do that, that creates stress, it creates resentment. How many times have you given out of obligation, right? So inhaling is your receiving, and you can do that now. Inhaling the breath of life, you're saying yes to your life. And when you allow other people to give to you, you are inhaling so that then you can exhale with greater impact, greater love, and greater unconditionality, right? You can just give. And when you allow somebody to give to you, whether it's support, advice, encouragement, time, help, whatever it is, a hug, then you are actually giving them the gift of giving. So it's never a burden. This cycle of giving and receiving, there is no burden to it. There's absolutely no burden to it. So that's one way to open yourself to receive. Receive in all of the ways. Receive everything. That is opening your heart to receive everything, to receive wealth. It's all connected, even if you don't see that. So, and then the next piece is I have notes. I have notes written on purple paper with barely visible ink. So I need to receive my eyes to read everything that I wrote. So, and then there's the piece in receiving is shifting your burden story around what blesses me, blesses others. That's another piece. So I want you to really shift that thinking that I am a blessing. This is part of what I talk about in healing those 4 core wounds and feeling guilty, right? Feeling guilty for receiving and thinking I have to pay it back. Now I'm in debt, right? We actually block our receiving, thinking that if we allow somebody to give to us, then we are indebted to them. Bullshit. I call total bullshit on that, okay? That is a worthiness issue in thinking I can't just receive. And there's that strings attached. So you have to heal it going both directions, okay? So when you give, it needs to be with no strings attached, that you're giving for the joy of giving. You are giving to give. And when you shift that in your mind, you can receive to receive. It's the same thing. You get to receive to receive. You don't owe anybody. The way the universe works and the way life works is that when you give, you will receive. You don't have to logically plan on, okay, where am I going to get that now? Like I'm keeping score. If you're keeping score, that's a whole different energy. That is a lack and limitation and fear energy. So allow yourself to receive without being indebted. This is where the pay it forward comes in. But you don't have to pay it forward right away. Sometimes when we're receiving, we're not in a space to give, right? And so when we come to that space in our overflow, then we give, and we can give without expecting anything back. So give yourself permission to receive, just to receive. And the ability to do that. Yes, if this is making sense, please give me some thumbs up or some hearts if this is resonating with you. These are actions I want you to take today, right? Receive the compliment and just say thank you. Even say, I'm receiving that right now. Thank you. I'm willing to receive that. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to receive. Just allow it to be that, okay? Receive the compliments, receive the door being opened for you, receive I don't know, my mind is going blank. Receive the beauty around you. Be present. And if you walk by a beautiful tree, just take that in through your senses. See the beauty, receive it, and receive the energy of that tree. And trees are literally our elders, and they hold so much information and so much wisdom. And if you can just receive it. I mean, you just take it in, recognize the receiving of it. So releasing what keeps us from allowing ourselves to receive is shame and guilt, right? Those are core wounds as women that keep us constantly on the exhale, constantly doing to earn love and approval, because we don't feel it inside. We don't feel our programming has caused us to feel unworthy of love and approval unless we're giving, unless we're proving our worthiness. So shame and guilt are key aspects to really opening you to receive. When I talk about like opening your heart, shame and guilt are the walls that surround your heart to protect you from anybody truly seeing you, because in your unconscious mind, the fear is, if people really saw me, if people really knew me, they would abandon me and reject me. That comes from the shame and guilt. And so you have to consciously take the risk of being seen and allow yourself to receive. Step 3 is luxurious self-care. And I'm talking luxurious. So one way I do this is twice a month, I get a 90-minute massage. 90 minutes. I don't mess with those 60-minute massages, which are really only 50 minutes. By the time you take your clothes off and get ready and then get dressed, you're in the room for an hour. You're not getting a massage for an hour. So I get the 90 minutes because then at least it's 80 minutes. That is luxurious to me. I'm 5'0". So getting 90 minutes on my body is luxurious to me. No matter what process I'm in through work, no matter what's going on in my life, I get that 90-minute massage twice a month. Usually I do it on Sundays. It landed on Easter Sunday this week. I like doing it on Sundays. I disconnect from work most of the day on Sundays. And so that is just like that afternoon is just my luxurious self-care. I allow myself to receive that. Well, this week, that was Easter. So I did it on Monday. I preferred not to do it on Mondays, but I was like, oh, this is a stretch for me to luxuriously receive on Monday, when I really like to be focused on my business and serving. So what I want to share with you is it's luxurious, okay? At first I thought, okay, I'll do a 90-minute massage because it's more expensive. And then 2 weeks later, I'll do a 60-minute massage. Well, the 2 weeks came by. It's like, I don't want to waste, I don't want just an hour. I want 90 minutes. So I invite you to luxuriously do something for yourself that is just spend more money on it. Because if you're going, well, I don't want to spend that much on an event. I don't want to spend $150 or $300. That is your ability to invest in yourself and receive financial, right? You're exchanging the money for your luxurious self-care because you are worth it. If you are willing to invest in that for yourself, then you're willing to receive money. So be willing to spend money on luxurious self-care that feels completely illogical. It may feel completely irrational, but this may be just the thing that busts you through and helps you receive, right? That busts you through receiving the money, going, I am worthy of this kind of expenditure. I am worthy of this kind of investment in myself. When you're not willing to invest in yourself, why would anybody else be? So you have to be the one to take that first step to say, I am worthy of receiving. I am worthy of receiving. So that is your homework. You have those 3 tasks today. I want you to really think about what you can give to yourself luxuriously. Maybe it's a 60-minute float in a float tank where you just get to totally shut down all your senses and be present with yourself. Maybe it's a massage. Maybe it's a day at the spa with lunch being served to you. You know, challenge yourself. Really stretch yourself into this and let your mind turn off and just receive the pampering. Allow yourself to be the queen. All right. So thank you all for coming by. Please share this video. I want as many women as possible to really get in touch with their ability to receive and have a bigger impact on the planet. I would love to support you on this. I've opened my calendar for a few calls for tomorrow before I head out on business to support my coach in Puerto Rico. Such a terrible job. Hey, Tori, I'm getting ready to close up here, but please share this video. And if you'd like to book a call with me to talk more deeply into how you can start making more money now and busting through your financial glass ceiling and really falling in love with yourself by busting through those 4 core wounds, book a call with me. I will put the link in the comments. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Amanda. Tori, such a blessing to see you. Bye for now. I will see you next week for sure, if not sooner, from Puerto Rico. Bye for now.